Hi everyone, I wanted to share my latest personal size setup in my Filofax Osterly in Plum. It's a gorgeous planner. The color is a deep maroon with like a pinky undertone, and I love this contrast stitching as well as the sheen. This is not coated like a patent planner would be, but there's definitely a little sheen on it. I think the pattern's super classy. And I love the contrast stitching as well as the bronze, the poppers. So if you saw this video last week, this isn't your imagination. I did make the same video last week, but after I posted it, someone kindly messaged me and said that when I was doing the flip through, for a split second, you could see some personal information that I didn't want out there, so I removed the video. One thing I love about the Osterlys is it has two really sizable elasticized pen loops on the left and on the right. The inside is set up similar to a Malden in that the credit card pockets are horizontal rather than vertical. I don't use my wallets as planners anymore. I just separated it. I now carry around a little wallet, which takes out some of the bulk in the planner, but it's also nice if I run into the grocery store. Inside, there's some ollie clips. I have my insurance cards in here, as well as our health benefits card. This is my business card, my husband's business card. I don't keep a lot in here. I'm trying to think. This is a prescription I have to fill, and I have some Band-Aids in here, and that's it. I like seeing color when I open up my planner, so this is the dashboard I chose from my shop. It's Tweetie Pie Collage. I will list a link in the information section. On the back, I always have a photo of our family that I just stuck on there with washi tape so I can easily take it off. And then I carry around a photo of my son, his little baseball card, along with some Catholic prayer cards. I recently became Catholic this year. I was baptized and confirmed and became Catholic, and so it's nice to have these little prayer cards to refer to if I want to take a moment in the day. In the front, I have these lists that what I do is I list out things I need to buy at certain stores, because often what happens is I get there and I can't remember what I need. These are coupons, and then I have a Hambly clear fly leaf, which I attached a pen loop, a bear pen loop from Mochi Things, which if you've ever gone on that website, oh my goodness, they have the cutest things. I don't need 3 pens, but I needed to add a pen loop because this is my favorite pen. It's a Uniball Signo in 0.5, which I love doodling with. I just like that it's just thin enough and thick enough that it just writes really nicely. And because of the rubber grip, it won't fit in the pen loop. So this year for inserts, I'm using my Kate Spade. The quality of the paper is great. This is the year on 2 pages. And then here's my birthdays and anniversaries list. I just made this little fold-out thing. For my month on 2 pages, I'm using Flavia, Daytimer Inserts by Flavia. I love the colored tabs and the pictures and the quotes. I like how colorful everything is, so then I don't feel the need to decorate it at all. I belong to a mom's club, and we have a lot of activities, and so I write down each month the activities I might be interested in, and if we have pockets of time, then I might, I could see quickly if I want to go to an event, that sort of thing. I also have my husband's travel schedule. Other than that, this is my weekly inserts, again, by Kate Spade. This is the week on 2 pages. I doodle on my pages. What I do is I doodle at the end of the day. I fill in my appointments just each week, and then at the end of the day, I might write little snippets. My son said hat. My mom flew in. It was really raining. I sent out 4 orders. My son took a big nap. We had spaghetti, a quote, that sort of thing. It's really fun to look back at it later and see all the fun things that we do every week. This is the month on 2 pages because I have the functional Daytimer, these pages. I can use the Kate Spade ones just for fun. So this is a little doodle of the highlights of the day. So it's always fun to look back at it later. I changed, instead of writing quotes, I now write gratitude lists at the end of the week. We went to Dutch Wonderland, which is an amusement park. The way I do these, people often ask me, does it take a lot of time? And it really doesn't, because again, I just doodle at the end of the night. So this was last week. This week I haven't, well, today's Wednesday. So yeah, I just, I write down if I have something to do, and then I fill around it at the end of the day. And at the end of the week, I just color with colored pencils. So that's it. I don't use stickers, washi. I do use some stamps sometimes. Now for my daily, I needed some functional planning pages. So what I do is I used DIY Fish's Amazing Life inserts. This is her day on 2 pages. I love how much space I have. I could cram all this into a day on 1 page, but I just like having, visually, I like that it's not completely crammed, because then I could really read it easily. In this section, I write the most important thing I have to do that day, people I need to contact, either text or email or phone call. This is my schedule for the day. And then I have a to-do list. Right here I wrote during nap time I need to do this, but sometimes it'll say after the kids go to bed I need to do this, or I could write little notes of something that happened that day. And then I have my Tweetie Pie Collage, my Etsy business to-dos right here. So, and I love that these are not dated, and so I can easily change, I can easily skip a few days and just pick up when I start using my planner again. I like that they're easy to print, because I don't have to line up the dates, and also I don't have to buy new inserts for next year. So that's always nice. This is my day timer year at a glance. I use this a fair amount because obviously I can't carry all the inserts for the entire year, so it's nice to jot down if I have something coming up in a few months. I have one already for next year. I got this from Melissa at Pembroke Papers on Etsy. She makes great things that are either you can get a download or she'll print them for you and send them, which is nice. My next section is for my business. It's a lot of, when I first started getting into Instagram, I kept forgetting hashtags. So I wrote hashtags for dashboards, for artwork. This is shipping information. I ship all over the world, so I constantly refer to that section. This is scrapbook paper lines that I love, paper I need to rebuy, patterns that I love. I refer to this all the time. Okay, let's see here. Then we get into expenses. This is also from the Amazing Life, that the same packet, but I can track my expenses. I'm trying to keep a better track of groceries and crafting supplies, because that can sometimes, I can overspend in both of those departments. This is for online purchases. Then we move on to projects. So I'm always working on different projects, and I like to have a section for easy reference. And right now I'm working on Project Purge. I'm trying to get rid of the excess in my life. I just feel like as a stay-at-home mom and a mom of young kids, we consume a lot and we bring a lot into the house. So I'm trying to get rid of things that we don't use or love, and so we can make room for the things that matter. Project Redo Personal Setup, I actually did that. So this was just things I wanted to add in, that kind of thing. Now, some projects don't require an entire page, so I just made a Let's Do It page. Make new A to Z dividers, journal for lists. I changed a Midori into a list, into a holder of lists. Make cleaning schedule, turn china cabinet into craft cabinet, make my favorite photos album. So these are some projects I'd like to work on. These are prompts for my Midori, for my lists. The Amazing Life inserts came with undated month on 2 pages. And what's nice is you can use these in whatever way you want. So last month, I was trying to track my sleep, not eating sugar, and I was trying to exercise more. I wasn't great about tracking. I'm not great about it in general, but it is nice, and it's very motivating to be able to see at the end of the month, like how much I did not eat sugar for the entire month, so that was good. I exercised. It was spotty, and I wasn't great about tracking my sleep, probably because I was too tired. I need to get more sleep. So this month, I am also tracking sleep, but I'm also challenging myself not to raise my voice because, I don't know, your kids push your buttons, and especially with my lack of sleep, I just feel like I lose my patience with them. And so I'm really trying, and I've done a great job. Actually, I started this in mid-September, and so I haven't raised my voice in about 3 weeks, which is good. It's progress. It's our school schedule, few blank pages. Now we get to the A to Z tabs. I used to have 2 letters per divider, and that was too much. I realized I don't need that. I use these as, I use this section as a filing cabinet, but I still did not need that many letters. This is, now always, each page starts with a pink sheet, and this has frequently called numbers. It has information if I call the cable company with our account number, that sort of thing, babysitters. So just a lot of reference information. And then I get to little things that I file away. Like this is my favorite artists. I decided that because I don't put a lot of effort into my daily pages, I wanted to put some effort into the inserts that I always keep in my planner. So here's a list of my favorite artists, recommended books. This is the Cub Scout uniform. I always forget the insignia, where to put all the badges. My Christmas card list from last year. I thought it might be good to reference for this year. My next tab. For a future home, we would like to move. So this just has stuff that things to look for in our next home. Household miscellaneous. I use this fairly often. Our coffee filter is cone number 4. Our staple gun uses this. Our printer needs this ink. That sort of thing. Hours. Constantly I'm looking up this information online, so it's nice to have it in my planner. Okay, so more numbers. Music. A lot of this is music that I might, someone may say, oh, you have to check this out, that sort of thing. So this is albums that I want to look into. Pandora stations. Medicine infant dosing. I have a 2-year-old, and based on his weight, the dosing information constantly changes. So now I have a reference that I can look at in the middle of the night if need be. Okay, so yeah, all these yellow sticky notes just hide information I don't want out there. This is my favorite scrappers and project lifers. I have a big list. I haven't finished this. Playdate ideas, planner ideas. There's a lot of, I get a lot of inspiration from other planners off of blogs and YouTube. So I'm starting to write down some of the things I want to take away or do. Gifty, etc., who has a great YouTube channel. She came up with a communication log where she writes down every time she talks to a cable TV guy or whatever. She writes it down, and that way if she needs to go back to it for reference, she has all the information in one place, which I think is a great idea. I'm sorry, I don't know who mentioned this, but there's a woman, she uses Project Life sleeves, the plastic sleeves. She cuts them and punches them and then uses them in her planner, and it looked great, so I want to try that. Planner notes. If someone mentions there's a great pen or this DIY fish version is good, then I'll write that kind of stuff down. I have to transfer my planner friends their addresses, which I might use for racks, that sort of thing. Here's a travel checklist from Lime Tree Fruits. She has some great free printables on her blog and website. And then my last, my last A to Z tab. I use this for wish lists of things I want to buy. This is websites I want to look into. YouTube inspiration. There are so many good, amazing YouTubers out there that I love watching all the videos. I often watch it as I'm crafting. These are scrap companies that I like. This is a Project Life card. Also S for strive. These are things I just want to strive for. Kind of like goals, but maybe not quite as concrete. So to have peaceful, happy morning send-offs to school, to not raise your voice. You guys probably think I'm a maniac, which I'm honestly not. It's just I am, you know, when you have little kids and it's sometimes your day can be less than peaceful. So I'm trying to bring peace and order to our home. Cleaning a little each day, go to bed earlier. And in the last tab is my Inspire section. This is a section I often see quotes that I like on Facebook or on Pinterest. And so I will write down the ones I really like. This is a Bible passage. And so I might refer to it when I have a moment. This is, I was reading a book about the importance of simplifying your life and just, you know, not overscheduling, that sort of thing. That kind of goes all with my whole trying to become more minimalist. And the idea is really to take away so you can focus on the things that really matter and the things that are important. These are frequently contacted numbers of friends. And then this one is it's a top-loading envelope for returns. The back has one pocket and 2 credit card pockets, which I just have some business cards. I have a few part-time jobs, so that's business cards. Other than that, I keep just a few supplies. I don't decorate on the go, so I just have punched paper, that sort of thing. So that is my latest setup. Thanks so much for watching. I always say I'm going to do more videos, and I'm planning on it. I just have to get a tripod, I think. That would help. And I also want to make some crafting videos, and I'm not sure whether I should create a separate channel or keep it on one. So if you have any thoughts or comments or questions, of course, leave them below, and I'm happy to answer them. Thanks a lot for watching.